What up, y'all? It's Once or Grove, checking in with the American people. Today, humidity, not so much. It's about 87 degrees Fahrenheit-ish relative to the observer. Parallax view, depending on your observation of the multiverse. That being said, thanks for tuning in to yet another episode of Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide, C4CW. This show, if you don't know, has been downloaded thousands of times. That is this podcast. Thousands of times. Today on Reverb Nation, if you Google One Sir Grove, O-N-E, space S-I-R, space G-R-O-V-E, One Sir Grove, you can see on my Reverb Nation page, that is AKA Alpha Analytical Grove Numeric X. You can see that 495L4 and myself, yours truly, we are number 12. That's right, number 12 in the state of New York, the whole state of New York, the entire state of New York, number 12. Been as high as number 5 on the charts. Unprecedented, setting records. Top five. Just in case somebody needs to hear it again, top 5 in the entire, that is, whole state of New York, out of all rappers. So, we've also been number 5 in the United States, the entire United States, for hardcore rap on mp3.com. For those who don't know, we've been underground, we've been overground, we've done some mainstream projects, we've done quite a bit for a major independent group. That is, we've bankrolled the whole thing ourselves. So recently, we've been communicating with major record companies. That's right, I'm talking about actual A&R reps at major labels. And we've had material played worldwide on internet global radio, and we bankrolled that ourselves. Right up there with top artists, major artists. Our material has been in rotation. That's right. Some people who don't know, they just don't fucking know. Material available in 140 countries on planet Earth. That's 140 countries on planet Earth. So that's a fucking big deal, man. In the world of urban music, hip hop, rap, that's not a small deal. That's a big deal. I work with a lot of talented individuals. Sen the Soul Stealer, Brock Lee Landers, Big Scheme, YC1 aka Young Chili, Spank Motherfucking T, and many others. People I've known for more than a quarter of a century. So we've been putting in work for a long time, man. A lot of gifted, prodigious, lyrical individuals. So yeah, 495L4, new projects rolling out, man, on a regular basis. 2019, you can see, like I said, we've been consistent in everything that we do. When I say I'm going to fucking do something, man, I do it. Like this podcast, for example, just as a side additional stream of income revenue. I said I was going to do a podcast, man. We're almost up to fucking the 500th episode. 500th fucking episode. And that's real shit, man. That's real talk. You can see that. So, that's that. Now check this out, man. I want to talk about Edward Snowden, Chelsea Manning, Julian Assange, and anyone else who's sold out America by way of selling our secrets, giving our secrets, transferring our secrets, disseminating our secrets, broadcasting our secrets. I want to talk about it. So, I know that some people, man, in the world, they, for whatever reason, in their minds, they believe that Edward Snowden is some type of motherfucking hero. Those same people, man, they go on and on and on about how Edward Snowden did all this shit, man, selflessly for humanity, that he did it to raise awareness about civil liberties and freedoms of Americans and people in general. And I'm like, man, fuck that shit. That shit is fucking fake, and it's absolutely not for real. That's not why he did it, in my opinion. In my opinion, he did it because he's an egotistical egomaniac, and he's a fucking narcissist, and he is someone who is dubious and malevolent, and he's not a fucking good guy in any way, shape, or form. I believe he's a high-tech terrorist. I believe that he's not only a traitor to America, but I believe, it's my opinion, that he's a high-tech terrorist, just like Julian Assange. And so I wonder how many people, as a result of Edward Snowden and Julian Assange and Chelsea Manning releasing classified information to the world that is now in the hands of America's enemies, I wonder how many U.S. assets have been killed as a result of that. I wonder how many U.S. spies have been murdered and assassinated and targeted because of Edward Snowden, Chelsea Manning, and Julian Assange, and anyone else who's a fucking sellout. Now, I understand Barack Obama commuted Chelsea Manning's sentence. But Barack Obama, in my opinion, is also a fucking traitor to America. He's also a nefarious, pernicious traitor who I would say was and has been involved in maximum treason as well. So it would make sense that that is Barack Hussein Obama, would commute the sentence of Chelsea Manning, who in my opinion is also another high-tech terrorist, another traitor to America. That's my motherfucking opinion. That's my interpretation of the events that unfolded and that transpired and elapsed. And the others, they're all in the same boat in my view. So Obama says something to the effect of he's not going to scramble jets for Edward Snowden. Well, why would he? Why would Barack Hussein Obama scramble jets to capture Edward Snowden when he had an opportunity to do so? When Barack Hussein Obama, his whole stratagem, his whole game was to do as little as he humanly possibly conceivably could do to stop and thwart terrorists and terrorism, and then turn around at the same time and pretend as if he were doing the most. Because if you look at Islamic radicals, if you look at jihadists and terrorists, people who support countries like Iran and their government and its pursuit to obtain and acquire, that is, fissile nuclear materials to then use against Israel. When you look at devious motherfuckers like Barack Hussein Obama, who would on any given day very easily just sell out America for gold, for his ideology, for whatever twisted jihadist thoughts go through his mind, in my opinion, because that's why he aided Iran. That's why he helped accelerate their weapons development program. You see, the thing is, man, is this motherfucker, what he does dope fiend moves. Because I've been on the streets and I know a dope fiend when I fucking see a dope fiend. So what this motherfucking fool does, what this terrorist does, he plays this game of duality, man. This dude, he pretends as if he's against our enemies when he's one of our enemies. If you want an example of the double standard in America, it's really fucking clear, man. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. I'm looking at Jonathan Pollard's profile right here. It says, quote, he was sentenced to life in prison for violations of the Espionage Act. He was sentenced to life in prison for violations of the Espionage Act. Let me repeat that a third time. Jonathan Pollard was sentenced to life in prison for violations of the Espionage Act. He didn't even steal as close to the number of documents as Julian Assange, WikiLeaks, Chelsea Manning, and Edward Snowden combined as a fucking team. Not even fucking close. Chelsea Manning was given 35 years in prison, and then this shit was commuted to a slap on her motherfucking wrist. A slap on her motherfucking wrist by a traitor, Barack Hussein Obama, who pretended like he was doing everything he could do under the sun to thwart and counter terrorism. Like that shit when he was playing golf and he was asked about ISIS and he admitted that he could have done more. Wow. He admitted that he could have done more. Wow. He admitted that he could have done more, but intentionally, deliberately, purposefully chose not to do so that ISIS could continue to murder Americans. So ISIS could continue to grow and expand and rise and kill Americans. And meanwhile, you've got Chelsea Manning leaking our secrets to the world. So hello, connection, common denominator. Obama's helping the rise of ISIS. Obama is helping accelerate the rise of ISIS while pretending like he's doing everything that he can to stop ISIS. Then when he's caught red fucking handed and asked about the fact that he's been a pretender and a fucking poser the whole time, he admits that he could have done more because he's a fucking poser and he's a fucking pretender. So then you've got fucking poser pretender Edward Snowden leaking our secrets. You have U.S. assets killed as a result. And he's pretending like he's doing it for selfless reasons, humanitarian reasons, for civil liberties reasons. Yeah, for all of the bullshit fucking stories that he and these other con men and women tell whilst they're involved in undermining America. They're all fucking liars, man. All of them. Each and every one of them are motherfucking liars. And they do it for ego. They do it for selfish interest while lying through their snake fucking teeth to the American people the whole time, pretending like there's some type of fucking hero. Now check this out, man. Anyone out there in the world who thinks that Edward Snowden's a fucking hero and I'm supposed to think the same shit, and you want for me to hear your side of the story and listen to your analysis and believe that shit, well, Julian Assange, Chelsea Manning, Edward Snowden, they leaked classified documents that resulted in the deaths of U.S. assets. So am I supposed to cheer for the next diabolical individual? The next piece of shit fucking terrorist who's up to bat next? Who gets even more U.S. assets killed? Should I start like cheering and rooting for that person right now? Should I get lined up in the queue to start rooting for the next major sellout to America? Because it's going to happen. There's going to be someone else. And every time it's more and more data that gets leaked and fucking that gets disseminated and broadcast to our enemies, America's and our allies' enemies, each and every time. And guess who inspires them? People like Chelsea Manning, people like Edward Snowden, people like Julian Assange. Should I start rooting for the next traitor to America who then turns around and pretends like that person did it to raise awareness too? Like all these other fucking frauds and con jobs and fucking traitors? Should I start rooting for that next person coming up in the news? The next traitor to America who pretends like that person did it as an American hero fucking patriot? Yeah, because nothing's sacred, right? Because when you sign up for the job and you sign on the dotted line, it's okay to go ahead and violate your oath of secrecy. Yeah, because you can always turn around and do a spin job and spin it and tell the media and the world and the people in society that you did it for humanitarian and selfless reasons. Fuck you.